Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday night. It is 7:05. My name is Billy Floyd. We are the KitchenKillaz here with a fantastic community conversation. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. It is July 6th, 2026. Just to let you know, it is July 6th, 2026. The United States and Belgium play tonight. That's right, baby. In the round of 16, and the dogs are excited. The puppies are excited. The United States is 7. They have lost nothing in the last 7 games. They've had a couple ties, but have been absolutely fantastic. So we're really looking forward to tonight. I hope you guys are having a good night. Let us know how everything looks and sounds. We are fortunately streaming live to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS as well. Our good friend Christian will be in the house this Friday night with some delicious coffees sponsored by Coffee Shop of Horrors, bringing some really, really great coffees to the show this Friday night, which is going to be right here. It is our very first cookies and coffee night. We've never done one of these before, but it sounds like fun, and who doesn't like cookies, and who doesn't like coffee? Who doesn't like these things? We love these things. We love these things. And we are gearing up. We are just over a month away from our season finale. So the next couple shows, nice and easy. We're going to ease our way into a fantastic season finale at Castledor Studios, which I'm really excited about, on August 14th. So we're super stoked to be able to do that and just kind of really, really enjoy the next couple shows as we close in this 9th season, which has been a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for providing great kitchens and great camaraderie and awesome community and really, really just a lot of great memories, man. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to the season finale. I'm really looking forward to the next couple shows we have coming up this Friday. Again, cookies and coffee. The coffee is sponsored by the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, featuring Coffee Shop of Horrors coffee. And I know we just talked about the coffee part. Well, what about the cookie part, Billy? What are we doing? We doing Toll House? What are we doing? We doing some are we doing some Keebler fudge cookies, which are great. I love Keebler. The Keebler elf is a dangerous dude. No, we're not doing Chips Ahoy. We're not doing Oreo. No. You can get that anywhere. You can do that wherever, man. What are you talking about? If we're going to feature custom coffee like Coffee Shop of Horrors, why would we not feature custom cookies? Why wouldn't we do that? Why? The cool thing was, a couple months ago, I was scrolling the interwebs, and a good friend of mine had posted some delicious cookies and had told a little story about some people that liked the cookies. They had a great idea. She was like, I have a great idea. To say they made a great idea. And then she was like, you know what? Let me see if people would be interested in these cookies. And once I saw that post and I saw some of the pictures, I was like, I need one of every cookie you have. I need them. Maybe 2. I don't know. I forget how many I ordered. I ordered a bunch. It was a big box, and there was a ton of them, and we ate every single one of them. And those were 4 recipes. Not only are we going to have those 4 cookies this Friday night, but there are 4 brand new cookies that she has just released that we're going to talk about a little bit tonight, each of the cookies. Granted, we only have an hour to get through it. We're going to get through all 8 cookies, which I'm really excited about. We're going to learn a little bit of a story. We're going to find out how these cookies came to fruition, and we're going to talk with the creator. The one and only. She's like, I would say this. If I would have to refer to her, I would go by one singular name, like Prince or Madonna. And the name is Erikalyn. That's right. Now, I want you to take a look at this background just because it's cool. Look at this cool background. That's right. Community Conversations featuring special guest Erikalyn with a little heart at the end of the N-Y. Love it. Monday, July 6th. It is July 6th, folks. This is not a replay. This is live. But not only is she here on the banner? Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. We have her in the house ready to go. Her microphone is unmuted. I just saw her do it. We're super proud of Erikalyn. She's an absolute rock star. I'm excited to introduce you guys to these delicious cookies on Friday night. And let's chat with the creator. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Erikalyn. What up, girl?
Hey, how are you?
Fantastic. How are you? You look wonderful and happy as always.
Thank you.
That beautiful smile
Absolutely.
on this Monday afternoon. Now you're over. Are you over in the Polk County realm? Is that where you are?
Yes, I'm in Eagle Lake around the Winter Haven area.
Okay, how's the weather looking like for you? It looks like it's about to rain over here, but it's looked like that all day, and it has not rained, and I don't know what's going on in Florida today.
My house has been shaking. It's been storming so hard today. Literally shaking.
Well, awesome. You know, and your internet is still solid. It's still working.
It is.
The lights are still on. The internet's still good to go, which is a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Erikalyn. I most certainly appreciate it. I'm super excited to have you. you.
Thank you so
Really,
much for
really
having
excited.
me.
Of course, we got Sam, my man. Sam is in as well. Mr. Sam Noblitt, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. Michelle Hess in the house. We have some other followers that are also checking in. Guys, if you're in the chat, please throw a hello or a how you doing or a happy Monday or a happy July 6th. I'd love to say hello to you and talk with each of you individually and give you a little bit of shout out for taking some time and spending it with Erikalyn and I. So tonight we're going to be chatting with Erikalyn. Erikalyn, we're going to be talking to you a little bit about your cookies because this is a new venture for you. You're kind of still in the beginning stages, but the thing that I really love that you've done is you already have the cookies and the recipes ready to go. Now you're just trying to figure out the accoutrement, the everything. Sometimes people do it the other way. They're like, oh, let's start a business. Let's call it this. Let's come up with all our branding. Oh, we need recipes. No,
Right.
you have the recipes. And we're going to talk about 8 different cookies tonight. But before we get into there, I have to ask, like, tell me a little bit about the story of how it went from you just making cookies because you enjoyed it to you now selling them and trying to take a run at this incredible cookie commerce that you have here. Like, how did that happen?
Well, I'm more of a cook, really, honestly. Baking wasn't my jive. But I really enjoyed cookies, and it wasn't really hard. I'm not like a cake decorator and the frosting and all of that. So cookies were pretty simple. My kids love them, friends love them, and unfortunately, I was laid off from my job a couple months ago. So I'm like, hey, let's start a cookie adventure and see where this takes off too. And it's kind of taken off more than I expected it to, but that's super awesome, and I'm super excited. So, we started with, 4 cookies, and now we have 8 cookies, and hopefully maybe to expand into more ideas. So we never know. We might be doing other things.
I would say that the 4 original cookies that you had were absolutely incredible, and I think I just ordered I think I did 2 of. I can't remember. I think I did 2 of each or 4 of each. I forget. I know I did a bunch.
Yeah, you ordered you did 3 of each because you did a whole dozen. So I had 4 at the time. So
and it's so awesome to be on the groundbreaking aspect of this because this is just coming to fruition. You're just starting to work on it. You just started to work on your recipes. But what was the catalyst? What did somebody say something to you, or did you just decide to get into the cookie business? Like, was somebody like, man, you should sell these, and you were like, yeah, let me try it? Or is that not what happened? You were like, you know what, I like doing this, I like making cookies, I just got laid off from my job, let's see if we can turn this into a thing. Like, what was the catalyst there? Were you just curious and you got laid off and you just were like, hey, let me take a run at this?
Yeah, that was kind of what happened. I had been searching for jobs, and I'm like, well, I need to kind of make money. So everybody loves cookies. I think I make really good cookies. So let's see where this takes it. So that's basically, it wasn't like, oh, I want to start a business and venture off. It was just kind of like, hey, I spoke to my husband and was like, hey, what do you think about this? And we're just like, okay, let's do it. And it's just kind of taken off. I have a neighbor here locally that lives like 2 miles from me. She's ordered, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 times for me. I was honored to do her nephew's 1-year birthday party dessert instead of cake. They ordered like 38, 40 cookies from me. So it was awesome. I was very honored to do a 1-year-old's birthday party. So
40 cookies, holy smokes, man, that's a lot of freaking cookies.
So it was super fun, and most of them were like the Cookie Monster cookies. So it's always fun making those with the little eyeballs and stuff like that. So they're definitely cool to make.
And you have not only the experience of somebody who enjoys the culinary aspect, but also, you're a mom, you have your own kids, what the kids like, it. And sometimes that kid, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I always will be. I mean, who doesn't like a delicious chocolate chip cookie?
Right.
But it's like when you were talking about what was it? The Blue Cookie Chaos? Is that what that one was called? It's like a viral Cookie Monster cookie.
Yes.
Dude, holy smokes, man. I mean, that was just absolutely out of this world. It was one of those things where I was just like, okay, like she's really onto something here, and I really like what she's doing. And we're always super supportive, and we try to support as many people as possible. As much opportunity as we have to say, okay, let's lean into this. We really try as hard as we can. Plus, I love cookies. and I'm always happy to see somebody that I care about jump into an adventure like this, and it's like, okay, cool, what can we do for each other? Because there's enough cake for everybody, or in this case, there's enough cookie for everybody. And if we all support and help each other, everybody wins. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, bro, we got to do something with this. Like, give me all the cookies. I think I sat here and we opened all of them. I went through all the cookies.
Yeah.
We talked about all the recipes, which are absolutely
your week-old cookies.
They were still amazing. They were amazing. I didn't realize I would get them so fast. Like, I knew. I was like, okay, cool. Like, this is gonna be good. I'll be able to put the order in. She has plenty of time. No worries. It's like a week away. I'll get them in 3, 4, 5 days. That'll be perfect. No, they were like 2 days later. They were in my front door, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
They were, what up, Sean Fleener? They were absolutely fantastic. They were just so good. So I wanted to dive into that because I can talk to you about cookies all night. But I wanted to talk about one of the original messages that you posted on Facebook, where you were kind of like listing what they were, the ingredients, the descriptions. And I kind of want to bring this up because this is just so freaking cool, man. Like, I really loved the way that you did this. And let me share this. This might be a little bit bigger. Yeah. So let me share this one. So this is super cool. And this is one of the first ones that I think I saw you post. And this is when you had just the original four, the chocolate chip, the chunky chocolate chip. I love your descriptions, by the way. They're sexy. A peanut butter bliss, a blue cookie chaos, and Nutella stuffed. Come on. And when I'm just like, bro, how do you come up with all this? This is so fantastic. Like what was your first cookie of these four? What was the first one that you made that you were like, yo, this is like the first cookie? Was it the chunky chocolate chip? Was it the peanut butter? Yeah, I thought
the
so.
chunky chocolate chip. Yeah, the classic. Yeah.
A thick, gooey cookie loaded with melted chocolate chips and chunks. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it absolutely is thick. It is absolutely gooey and is 100% loaded with melty chocolate chips and chunks. 100%. No joke. And I don't mean just a couple chips. I don't mean like a couple. Chunks, folks, of delicious, melty, glorious chocolate. It's fantastic. So what was the second cookie that you went that you went in on? What was that one? What did we do? Did we do the peanut butter bliss, the cookie chaos, or the Nutella stuff? Which was number 2?
I think it was the Nutella. I love Nutella, and I just had that idea, and I was just like, man, Nutella stuffed in a classic chocolate chip cookie, like, you can't get any more amazing than that. So, yeah.
I love Nutella as well. Absolutely fantastic. When I saw that it was Nutella stuffed, I was like, okay, let's see. And it is no joke. There's not like just a little tiny bit of Nutella in the middle of this cookie, and you're calling it stuffed. Like, it is awesome, awesome, awesome. And that's really good. I mean, I'm a sucker for peanut butter as well. So, like, the peanut butter cookie was awesome. It was really, really good. The blue cookie chaos was out of this world. I will say, like, that is a delicious cookie. That, to me, was the slower cookie. Like, I took my time eating that because it's such a rich cookie. But, man, let me tell you, the flavor. And if people appreciate the flavor palette, if people take their time and appreciate not only the individual flavors, but how they all combine together, I mean, the blue cookie chaos is just amazing. And they are not small cookies, ladies and gentlemen, either. These are big cookies. They are not tiny. And they're 4 to 5 ounce cookies. They're about the size of my palm. So, I mean, they're pretty big, and they are absolutely delicious. And I'm really glad that you just went full steam on this. And then you had the support of your husband, Sam. Thank you very much, Sam, for being such a rocket booster dude. Like, that doesn't always happen with couples. It just doesn't, it's and so for that to happen, what an absolute blessing, and I'm sure to do the scientific research to taste test all the cookies, I'm sure that's a great time too. Yeah. And you're like, man, I got to make some cookies and test this recipe. Anybody want to help? Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody's turning down that one.
No, absolutely not. And I got to say, so since you started this, which was probably about 2 months ago, maybe, like, when did you first start pushing these cookies?
It was like end of April, beginning of May-ish time.
Okay. Yeah, so about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Not bad. And since then, I imagine you've been pretty busy making cookies because, I mean, they kind of sell themselves and they're absolutely fantastic. Like you said, you did, 40 for a party?
I did. And she's ordered from me about 8 times. So, so yeah, I haven't been really pushing it hard the last couple of weeks just because I did start a new job and training and getting all adapted to that. But yeah, it's something I really enjoy when I'm super stressed from everything else. I just go bake. It makes me feel better.
Yo, everybody's got their thing. Everybody's got their thing. A lot of other people, you go bake, they get baked. Like I play music. I just got a one wheel, which is awesome. So it's very peaceful. So that's like my kind of like the way to let my brain breathe for a little bit, how to de-stress. And everybody's got their own thing. And for you to spend time creating something. A lot of times when people are going through real stress times, sometimes they're very quiet. Sometimes they spend their time doing whatever it is. But you and I are very similar in that. Like when I feel that way, I write. So I try to utilize that feeling as energy or rocket fuel to create something. And you are now creating these delicious cookies. Not only do you have the original 4, and I wanted to bring this up as well because this is like the blue cookie chaos. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on this bad boy because
that's the picture of the pile of the part of the birthday party order. Yes.
Nice.
So I think it was like half the blue cookie chaos and the other half was Nutella. So it was like 18 and 18 of each.
And I would say the blue cookie chaos it's the viral Cookie Monster cookie. It's a blue chunky chocolate chip cookie loaded with Oreos, Chips Ahoy, white morsels, and playful candy eyes. Get out of here. Okay, so I got to ask you, Erikalyn, because you're the creator. You know best. How do you recommend, or let me rephrase that, when you're enjoying a blue cookie chaos, how do you enjoy a blue cookie chaos? Do you do it with a little milk? Do you do it with some coffee? Do you do it with some tequila? Like, do you warm it up? Do you not warm it up? Do you put it in the microwave? Do you eat them fresh? Like, what is your go-to way to enjoy a cookie of that nature? Because that is a badass cookie.
I like the warm cookie, so I always suggest, warming them up a little bit, if that's your jam. And I'm always like cold milk person. So
me too. I feel that 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And so how did you decide when you did these 4 cookies? Then we'll move on to the next 4. How did you decide of all the cookies that you could have created? How did you decide these are the 4 cookies that I'm going to do first?
I kind of just started with the basics, the classic peanut butter chunky chocolate chip, and then just kind of did a play on the other 2. I saw the viral thing going with the Cookie Monster cookie, so I figured I would jump on that train. And then the Nutella, like I love Nutella. My kids love Nutella. So basically what I do is I take like a tablespoon and a half and I like freeze it. And then when I get my dough ready, then it's just easier to like handle, and then I bake it. So then it just melts as it cooks.
Dude, get out of here. And I got to say, like, you've been kind of keeping me up to date. You've been sending pictures of like the cookies and what they're looking like. And they just look so good. Like, is this the chunky chocolate chip or is this the Nutella stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, okay,
they're almost exactly the same. They're really hard to tell apart.
They are different. The only way I was able to tell them apart was when I looked at the side profile. Then I could kind of tell like what was what. But when I say chunky chocolate chip, folks, and there's not just a couple of chocolate chips, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this chunky chocolate chip is no joke, my dudes. Like, let me get in on this. Look at it. Look at the chunks. Like, it's no joke, guys. I mean, these are absolutely fantastic, made with incredible ingredients. Everything's made by Erikalyn. They're all made fresh and delivered immediate. Like, no joke. I put my order in. I think 2 days later, I got a dozen cookies delivered at my house, and they were ready to go. And it's just so cool. It's so efficient. You're super, super effective. I love the creativity. I love the recipes. But you didn't stop there. Now you just sent me, I think, 4 different recipes. Just a couple days ago, you have 4 new cookies that we're going to chat about as well. So you've already doubled your cookie options from 4. Now you're at 8 different types of custom cookies. So let's chat about those for a little bit, because the descriptions that you sent me were just amazing. Number 1, who is writing your descriptions? Where are these coming from? Like,
a little of my own touch plus some creativity with ChatGPT.
Hey, I hear you, man, dude. It's all about the prompts. It's all about the prompts,
I don't have that type of creative brain when it comes to like wording stuff. So sometimes, I have to like kind of get a little jump start on things like that. But how those came about was when we spoke about the show. you wanted to do a cookie in between 8 songs. So I needed 8 cookies and I only had 4 cookies. So then I had to come up with 4 more cookies. So that's how that all came about, sir.
I did not know that at all. Okay, fantastic. I love it.
So, yeah, so that's how we came up with 8 real quick, because they're like, well, we're not going to just sit here and talk about 4 cookies twice. So let me just think of more cookies.
Well, I got to say, and we're going to go over the descriptions to this one as well. Now, this is and correct me if I'm wrong, this is the double chocolate Reese's cookie. Is that when this?
Yes, the double chocolate chip Reese's Pieces.
Oh,
yeah, Reese's chips.
I'm going to read the description of this because it's so sexy. A rich double chocolate cookie loaded with chocolate chips and Reese's peanut butter morsels for the perfect balance of chocolate and peanut butter in every bite. Soft, thick, and packed with indulgent flavor. Those are the cookies that you're looking at on the screen right now. And let me go ahead and get in. I'm going to get in on it. Look at it. Look at it. Holy Moses. I can't even count how many morsels. There's probably 15 morsels and chunks. So you have chocolate chips, chocolate chunks, and these are just what I can see. And then the peanut butter morsels as well. Like, I mean, this is no joke. This is not like a Chips Ahoy cookie where you get a tiny cookie and you get like 5 chips. No, that's not what's going on here, folks. Like, you need to prepare your mind, body, and soul for this type of experience, because these cookies are going to send you to the afterlife with a big smile on your face. That's what they're going to do, you know. So and this is the double chocolate chip Reese's cookie. Now this is going to be available on Friday night as well, from my understanding. And
yes,
I think I ordered 4 of these.
Yes,
I have. Just because based on the freaking picture, I was like, yo, I need 4 of these immediately. And again, let me tell you guys, these cookies are about as big as my palm. I mean, and I have a pretty big hand. Like, I can palm a basketball, if that helps you guys understand how big my hands are. And these cookies are no freaking joke. They are absolutely fantastic. You know, so let's talk about the double chocolate chip Reese's peanut butter gargantuan heavenly cookie that we just chatted. How did you envision this? Like, how did you come up with that cookie? Where you like how does Erikalyn come up with a recipe like this double chocolate chip Reese's peanut butter morsel cookie?
I think a chocolate peanut butter is a classic favorite among a lot of people. So I just thought that it basically, I use a base for the majority of the cookies. So I don't have like 1,200 different recipes. So like with this one, it would be like my chunky chocolate chip recipe, but I would add like the cocoa to make the double chocolate chip and then add the Reese's chips. So it's easy to make a lot of cookies when you start with a base. So most of my base is the same ingredients. And then like with the blue chaos, I just add the blue dye and the white chips and leave out if it's, you know, just my regular chocolate chips. So basically they have the same base. So
okay, so you kind of like tripled up. You're like, okay, we're going to do a double chocolate chip, chunky chocolate peanut butter cookie. So let's do the base. We're going to do the base of a chocolate cookie. Then we're going to put some chocolate chunks in there. Then we're going to put some chocolate morsels in there. Then we're going to put some Reese's morsels in there. Because chocolate and peanut butter, I mean, that goes together like peanut butter and jelly. It's one of the best combinations on the face of the planet. So you're like, okay, cool. Let's go with that one. And how do you know when to stop? How do you know, like, okay, that's all the ingredients I want to put in here? How do you not say, well, let's throw some sliced almonds in there. Let's throw some nuts in there. How do you know when to stop? Because I used to, when I would write music, sometimes it's like, man, sometimes, especially if the music is so peaceful, sometimes I want to play until that peacefulness feels like it's coming to a natural ending. But sometimes the music's really peaceful and it could be a 10-minute song. I can't do that. Like, I have to truncate it. I have to bring it down. I have to limit it. And I imagine when it comes to your ingredients, especially the way they're mixed and how they bake or how they cool, like there's only so much you can do, because you still have to keep the base cookie as like the housing for all the delicious ingredients. So how did you know with this specific one, with the chocolate double chunk Reese's peanut butter cookie blast in your mouth thing, how did you know, like, this is where I'm going to stop with the ingredients? Like, what was your process there?
I wanted it to be like a loaded cookie, but not too much. So I thought it was like a perfect balance of a chocolate-based cookie with some chocolate chunks, but mainly just that good balance of the peanut butter and chocolate together. So
balance is really where it's at, man. You know, it really is, and I think that's that was one of the things that I experienced in the first 4 cookies. Now, I will say, and this is a warning to everybody out there: when you get to the blue cookie chaos, slow down. There's a lot going on in that cookie. The chunky chocolate chip, one of my favorites. Classic cookie, absolutely fantastic. Man, you could devour that. Same thing with the peanut butter bliss. The Nutella, I would say take your time on the Nutella too, because it's super, super delicious, and you really want to enjoy those flavors, and it's definitely not a cookie to rush through. When you get to the blue cookie chaos, slow down, folks. Enjoy it, man. These cookies are not Oreo cookies, dip and eat, dip and eat. You want to enjoy it. It's like a delicious scotch. It's like an amazing steak. You want to take your time and enjoy all those flavors and really appreciate each bite, because the blue cookie chaos is absolutely that type of cookie. And I think the double chocolate chip Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup explosion heaven in your soul, that cookie also I think is very, very similar, where it has just so much ingredients and so much delicious flavors packed into this delicious cookie. Like, take your time and enjoy it, folks. Like Erikalyn and I will rock some cold milk with warm cookies. Get out of here, bro. I'll eat 37 of those damn things. It's not gonna,
They're really good.
I got to watch my girlish figure. You know, you're dangerous. Your cookies are dangerous. You know. Now, one of the other ones I wanted to chat about was the s'mores cookie. Get out of here. I mean, who doesn't love a s'mores cookie? And again, your description on this one, a buttery graham cracker cookie packed with chocolate and mini marshmallows, delivering the nostalgic flavor of a campfire favorite in a soft, chewy cookie. Bro, get out of here. That sounds absolutely delicious. Now, we talked about it a little bit earlier on the photos, because this is a pretty good photo, and I understand you gave me a top-down photo, but this kind of gives like a cool little side profile as well. Yes, Karen Horowitz-Schwartz, savor the cookies. Tracy Perry says, I want to go there. Yeah, I want to go to there. Yeah, she does. It's a yum fest. Oh, yeah, that's right, baby. And then Sam pops in, taste testing has led to my weight bench being brought back out of retirement. And Dana Ricker says they're like Spinal Tap cookies. They go all the way to 11. That's right. That's right. So this next one, I understand you were kind of in the process of creating the cookies. So this next image that you sent me was what you believed your artistic rendition of this cookie would be. But I do want to talk about this one, because this is correct me if I'm wrong, this is a shot of the s'mores cookie. Again,
Yes.
a buttery graham cracker cookie. How did you decide to do graham cracker? Like, because it's a s'mores. So did you just crush it up? Did you like mortar and pestle graham cracker? Or like, how did you mix graham cracker into the cookie base? Like, how did you do that?
So how it'll be done is the classic chunky cookie, like the classic chocolate chip cookie. That will be the base, and then I'll mix the mini marshmallows in with it. And then what I'll do is I'll take the cookie and I'll set it on a graham cracker square and just have it bake over the graham cracker. So the bottom will be the graham cracker, and the chocolate and the marshmallows will be inside the cookie.
Wait a minute. Okay, so you from what I understand, you take the graham cracker square, like the normal square. You put the graham cracker down, and you build the cookie on top of the graham cracker, and when it cooks, the graham cracker becomes the base of the cookie?
Yes.
That's brilliant. What a great idea. How did, like, I would have immediately I was breaking them up, I'm mortaring and pestling, like I'm mixing them into, no, that's not what you did at all. You set the graham cracker down, and you built the cookie on top of it, and when it cooked, it all became one delicious cookie.
Because I don't want the graham crackers to get mushy inside the dough, so I'd rather it just be like a fresh, and then the cookie baked on top of it.
You say that like everybody knows to do that. No, Erikalyn, we don't know. We don't know to do that. I never would have done that. Did you discover that this is how you had to do it? Like, did you try it before and it wasn't working, and you were like, how do I keep the graham cracker together? Or did you already know, like, hey, let me just use the graham cracker as the bottom crust? That's a great idea.
Just basically experimenting with the Cookie Monster cookie, baking the cookie in it, like inside the dough already, or adding it on top afterwards.
Okay.
So when I was putting it in it, the cookie was not coming out the same texture that I wanted. So now what I do with the blue cookies is when they come out fresh is when I put the candy eyes on, and I break up the pieces and I put the Oreo and the Chips Ahoy on top. So then they're crunchy and fresh instead of being baked in the dough. So I had saw it both ways with the s'mores cookie, breaking it up and making it part of the mix, or just making it like on top of the graham cracker. So that's what I decided was the best, was just to put it on top of the graham cracker and make it that way, so it stays fresher.
I'm gonna go back to what Sam said, because the weight bench had to come back out of retirement. Because like I would imagine, I mean, science is punk rock, dude. You know, so it's one of those things where it's like, we're gonna figure this out. Like, we don't know. Like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out how to do it. We're gonna figure out the methodology. Like with the Blue Cookie Chaos. Like, was there a time that you baked all the ingredients together and you're like, oh man, that's not what I'm going for. Like, let me, this broke down too much, or this didn't keep its shape, or this melted too much, or this cooked too much. Like, let me not do that and let me go ahead and bake it. Then I'm going to pop everything on top, and there it is. Now I've got it figured out. The ones that you made before, even though they didn't work, they're not, but somebody still had to eat them. They still had to enjoy them.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure.
Somewhere. Sam, what the heck, bro? I feel left out. We could have been workout buddies. What was going on? I love science. What up, Kyle Nunez? Checking in from Holland. What's up, Kyle Nunez, the biggity bad from Trinidad and now Holland. Good to see you, my man. Peter Luce coming in saying, I'm hungry for those cookies, baby. Give me the cookies. I want them. And it's so I love to hear like how that came to fruition, because again, you know, a lot of times when people go in with a recipe, it's not 100%. We don't know yet until we try it. And then we tweak it and we tweak it and we tweak it, and then you got it. And then you're like, okay, we're good to go. Like, let's add this to the list of cookies that we have available. And the s'mores cookie, again, another classic twist for, like you said, it gives that nostalgic campfire feel. You know, it really does. And I think that's one of the defining things about these type of cookies, is that you have the opportunity to really do that very thing, to really just kind of lean into it and say, man, what do I want to make? Like, what would I enjoy? What would make me happy? You know, and I think a big part of that is the nostalgia. You know, you're getting to the point where it's like, okay, cool, let me put all these together, all these ingredients together, and every little bite is going to be something absolutely fantastic, you know, and I think that's one of the things that it comes down to. This is, these are all made just traditional ways, nothing crazy, no crazy ingredients. They're all good ingredients. Like, everything is just as fresh as possible. And Friday night, from my understanding, you're actually going to be making the cookies that people are taking home. You're going to be making them here in the kitchen. Which is nuts. They don't get any fresher than that, folks. They just don't. That's the way it's going to work. This next one, probably one of my. That's right, Sam. No cookie left behind. That's right, sir. That's right. No cookies are going to waste. Not around this crew. No. You know, and Erikalyn and I were talking yesterday, and she was like, oh, you know, I'm not really sure how many. I said, bro, if you bring any cookies, you're not going home with them. Like, the crew is going to buy them, eat them. They're going to fight for them. Like, they're not going anywhere. So make sure you bring some good ones. This next one I want to chat about, because this has like and I think you really hit it when you were talking about nostalgia before. You know, and this cookie is very nostalgic for me. You know, so when I think about the ingredients that go into it, and when I think about like the I'm Italian, so like any family get together, there was always there's going to be some type of coffee cake, always going to be some type of crumble. There's always going to be something like that. And these, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is the coffee crumb cookie. Is that what this one is?
Yes.
Oh, bro, the description for this one is fantastic. I mean, I gotta say, a soft vanilla cinnamon cookie topped with a generous layer of buttery cinnamon streusel and a drizzle of vanilla icing, sweet and cozy, bursting with classic coffee cake flavor. Again, a great classic cookie. So walk me through this one, because this is diabolical, and I would eat like 53 of these damn cookies. They look amazing. So where did the idea, because this is the first one that I've seen that strays a little out of the normal and goes into like even more of a nostalgic family classic with that coffee crumb cake. So where did this idea come from for this one?
Well, as I had mentioned, I was thinking of trying to come up with 4 other cookies, you know, for Friday. And since it was, you know, coffee night, so I figured, like, how can I incorporate like a coffee cake into a cookie, like a very classic type dessert that you would have with coffee. So this is how I came up with that, and it's absolutely delicious. And Sam just went downstairs to go grab one.
And I gotta say, so for this one, no chocolate. This is
No
one of the
chocolate.
first ones that I've seen with no chocolate. So this is the soft vanilla cinnamon cookie. And again, like you were talking about, that coffee flavor, that coffee cake, something that just goes and pairs really, really well. Topped with a generous layer of buttery cinnamon streusel. What? Amazing. So did you like reverse engineer a coffee cake, and you were like, okay, how do you make a classic coffee cake? What can I use? Let me reverse engineer this, split up the ingredients, and I'm going to make it into a cookie. Like, was that the process that you went through to create this cookie? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I have my base dough that I make, my vanilla dough. So just adding, the cinnamon and the, extra brown sugar, and kind of incorporating those other ingredients to make it that classic taste. And it's phenomenal. It's so good.
And I got to say, I'm going to pop this banner up real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we are chatting with Erikalyn. She is going to be our featured guest chef this Friday night. She is bringing in these custom cookies that she just started creating just about 2 months ago. She kicked off this brand new business, and ladies and gentlemen, she hit the ground running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. She has 8 different cookies, 8 custom recipes that she is bringing by, and these cookies are not for the faint of heart, ladies and gentlemen. These are awesome, big cookies made with absolutely fantastic ingredients. So we are chatting with her tonight. If you're just joining us, she will be here on Friday night. We are taking custom cookie orders right now. She is going to be baking them Friday night in this very kitchen for everybody here to take home with them. They don't get fresher. I would actually be surprised, or I would not be surprised if people bought their cookies, paid for them, and ate every single one of them before they actually left for the night. I really think they're like, well, shit, I ordered 4, I ate all of them. Like, I didn't know that was going to happen. Let's get some more cookies, So I think this is going to be. I think people are going to be arm wrestling for the cookies that we're making that are not bought. I really think like we're just going to be no hold barred cookie competition going down on Friday night. People are going to be arm wrestling. We might even do chocolate pudding wrestling out in the backyard for the Elin custom cookies, or for the custom cookies that Erikalyn has not sold but she's making. Because I ordered 4 cookies myself, and then we're going to go through each of the 8 cookies we have on Friday night. So everybody, to a degree, should have a chance to try all these cookies. Like, we're going to feature it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to slice it in little pieces, and everybody will have the opportunity to try as many of the cookies as you guys can get your hands on. She'll be taking orders that night, I imagine, and then she'll just ship them out to you. So if you guys get your custom orders in now, make sure you get them in before the end of the day on Wednesday. That gives her Thursday to prep all the ingredients, so she shows up on Friday and she'll be whipping up your cookies for you. If you're not able to make the show, if you got something going on Friday and you can't attend, let me know. Reach out to me. Let me know. Reach out to Erikalyn. Let her know. Follow her on Facebook. She's working on getting all the social media for her company up and running right now. Right now, we are very, very fortunate to be at the beginning stages of this incredible cookie company that is just absolutely exploding right now, because I'm going to buy all the cookies. I'm going to fight everybody for all the cookies, but I'm super excited for our crew to be able to try them out and test them. And then hopefully what I imagine they're going to do is they're going to say, man, we have, and especially we're only a couple months away from Christmas. So I imagine Christmas, you are going to crush it. I really think like the holiday seasons are going to be really great. You're already taking custom orders up to 40 cookies for a birthday party. And the best way right now, if you guys are looking to order some cookies, you can shoot us an email at kitchenkillaz@gmail.com. I'll get you right in touch with Erikalyn. You can find her on Facebook. Shoot her an invitation. Erikalyn, is there an email of like if somebody wanted to put an order of cookies and say they didn't have Facebook, is there an email that people can use to reach out to you to get like the options, how and the pricing, and to put it in order with you? What's the best way to go about that right now?
Yeah, like I said, like everything's in the beginning stages, so I don't have like a business, everything set up properly, but I can just, I can put in my personal email address into the chat, and then my Cash App tag. So then you can send me an email if you don't have Facebook, or just send me a message on Facebook. So
yeah, we got another one from my man Sam. I have a strong obsession with the coffee cake cookie. A strong, not just an obsession, folks, a strong obsession with the coffee cake cookie. Dana Ricker says, cookies. Next week, join us for a Billy is addicted to cookies.com kickoff. Get the heck out of here, man. Everybody knows I'm already addicted to cookies. My man Peter says, I'm going to order and try them. I really like this page, and I love the enthusiasm. This gentleman has OBJ. I don't know what I can't see the emoji, Peter. But that's awesome, dude. I hope you reach out to Erikalyn and make it happen. Dana Ricker is already trying to franchise your cookies, Erikalyn, over in Canada. So when you're ready to open a cookie store in Canada, Dana Ricker's ready to go. And he's a hardworking guy, a good friend of mine, a fantastic musician, an incredible creator. Him and I have been friends for years, been following and supporting each other for years. Dana's an awesome dude. So when you're ready to franchise Erikalyn, you let him know, and we can go international. My boy Kyle is over in Holland, and I can almost promise you, once you get the proper licensing up and running, we might even be able to open a cookie store in Holland. So yeah, I'm saying, Erikalyn, you better gear up, man, because these cookies are fire. And one day I'm going to be so happy to have you joining us back as a guest, so we can refer back to this very first interview, very first introductory show, when you're still working on the name, you're still working on the company and the branding. You've already got the recipes, you've already got the cookies, you've already got the way to ship them and make them fresh. I mean, I think this is just an absolute winner chicken dinner or cookie dinner. I'm an adult mom, you can't stop me. I can have cookies for dinner if I want. So there it is right there. You can email silentstorm2316@gmail.com, text to 772-882-1634, and Cash App right there, Elin2316. So Karen says, is there a place to see all the varieties and pricing? Yes, right here on this show right now, Karen Horowitz-Schwartz. That is one thing that Erikalyn is working on, is the website and the branding and the name of the company. She's still working on all that stuff. All of that takes money, guys. The licensing, the website, the building, the development, the design. This is how we help her do that. We buy those cookies. We support her. We get that money in her pocket. We put the cookies in our belly, and then she is able to fund this incredible project. We all know how hard it is to start our own business. We all know how difficult it is. We all know the hurdles. And when it comes to food, it's even more of a hurdle. So she has gone through all the proper things. She's got all the proper certifications. Now, the license that you have, that is a cottage. What is that? Like, you're able to make so many, and you have a different type of license because you are under a threshold. How does that all work?
So you can bake under Florida cottage laws as long as doesn't require like refrigeration. So I couldn't do like cheesecakes or anything like puddings. So it has to be like baked goods, or, you can can jellies and stuff like that. So there's certain things that you can't make just due to temperature control. So as far as the certification that I have, I went the extra step just to get my like Serve Safe food handler's license. So it goes through cleaning and, how to sterilize things and what temperatures things should be at and stuff like that, just so people know that I know the basics and how to keep my kitchen clean, because, you can't eat in everybody's kitchen. You know what I mean? So that's very clean. My house is always clean. I don't have animals. I don't have cats, jumping on my counters and, stuff like that. So just went through that extra step, even though it's not required by law, just that to let people know that I've done it. I've gone through my safe food training and stuff like that, wearing gloves and being clean and washing and sterilization and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, and like you said, it's not required, but man, it most certainly makes people feel comfortable. It makes people feel like, okay, cool, and you're taking this seriously, because that tells me that you have the vision for growth. You're doing this in preparation for being able to step into that next level of professionalism, and being able to say, man, now this is a full-time job, and I need to hire a couple bakers. I need some people to help me make these cookies, because I hope it gets to the point where you're like, Billy, I haven't slept in 3 days. It's been 36 hours. It's been a day and a half. I've been up straight. I made 653 cookies. I can't even spell my name anymore. I'm so tired of making these damn cookies. And I got 250 more to make. I hope you run into that problem. You have to hire people. Like, I really do.
It's a good problem to have.
That's a great problem to have. So real quick, we already put the contact information for people that are interested in ordering these cookies. We're going over the cookies tonight. We're going over the descriptions and all the pictures. What we haven't gone over is any of the pricing. So how's the pricing for these work, Erikalyn? Are they different prices for each individual cookie? Like, do you keep it nice and simple, straight across the board? How would you do it if I wanted to buy one of each cookie? Like if I wanted one, and you have 8 cookies, so if I wanted 8 cookies, one of each, or if I just wanted to get like 4 cookies, like how do you do that pricing?
Typically, like if somebody just wants an individual cookie, I usually sell them about $4 a piece. But as you get buy more cookies, you get a better deal for cookies. So
sure.
I think I sent you some pricing the other day of what my typical is. But
and then you even did a sampler pack, which was how many cookies?
That's like one of each cookie, or if you're not jiving on one, but that's basically like 8 cookies.
8 cookies for what was it, $26?
Something like that, yeah.
And again, let me put this in perspective for you folks. One of these cookies is the size of 3 Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies. Like, no joke. The Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookies are not bad. They're about this big, but they're thin. Not bad. These are big, and they're thick, and they're absolutely amazing. They have to be to fit all these incredible ingredients in them. Like, you're not going to be able to fit it in a tiny little cookie. So when you're talking about $3-4 a cookie, absolutely 100% worth it. It's worth every bite. It's worth every taste. It's worth every penny. And when you talk about supporting a small business, it doesn't get any more community-based. It doesn't get any smaller than this. Erikalyn is on the ground floor of creating this very company. She's got 8 incredible recipes, including this next one, which is one of my personal favorites. They're all my personal favorite. I don't even know what to do anymore. It's super frustrating. It's starting to piss me off. Absolutely fantastic. So this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the Blueberry Muffin Crumb Cookie. Is that what this one is? This is a thick, buttery cookie packed with fresh, juicy blueberries, swirled with a fresh homemade blueberry jam, and crowned with a generous layer of cinnamon streusel. Finished with a delicate vanilla glaze, it is the perfect blend of muffin and cookie in one irresistible treat. Damn! I will take 300 of these, please. It
is so good. They're so good.
And I got to ask, because I guess this is where the magic comes in. So there's a couple descriptive terms in here where you talk about a fresh, juicy blueberries. Like, how are you able to keep the stability of the blueberry and then in a baked cookie? Like, how do you do that? Is it you can't cook it for too long? You have to keep a certain temperature? Like, how do you discover, okay, this temperature is too hot and the blueberry's breaking down, or this temperature is not hot enough and it's not cooking the cookie entirely? Like, how did you figure out the way to keep the blueberries fresh and juicy?
Well, you have to start with like fresh. Sometimes you can buy fruit and it's kind of smushy, so I bought fresh blueberries, and you have to make sure they're really dry so they don't get all smushy when they cook. But basically, I just folded them into the mixture after I got the dough done. And then I realized I wanted to kind of like had a little extra to it. So I had extra blueberries. So I just made a homemade blueberry jam. And I just swirled that into the dough.
Yeah, I had some extra blueberries, so I just made a homemade blueberry jam. No big deal.
So, yeah, I know. That's what Sam says. He's like, are you just whipping up homemade jam? I'm like,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one morning.
I didn't have any, so I was like, okay, well, I have the ingredients to make it, so let me just do it.
Let's
so
do
that's
it.
what I did.
Those are simply the next world wonder. Made her own jam for it as well. She is very much a try-hard. I agree 100%, and my man Peter pops in and says, just throwing it out there, hemp cookies would be great. We're getting there, Peter. I like it, dude. But I got to say, like, again, what a great combination of flavors. Like, and the fact that you still have, you added that layer of cinnamon streusel on top. That vanilla glaze is just absolutely incredible. And when you talk about it, again, I don't see a little bit of chocolate in this one. So, like, again, steered away from the chocolate, focused on the buttery cookie, the fresh blueberries, the homemade blueberry jam, the cinnamon streusel, the vanilla glaze. I mean, get out of here. When you talk about, and what you said at the end is perfect. It's a perfect blend of muffin and cookie in one irresistible treat. Now, I couldn't think of a better cookie for a delicious cup of coffee than something like this, because this is just absolutely out of this world. And what a great recipe. And I got to say, before you had this recipe finalized, like, were there variations of this recipe, or did you already have a fully envisioned idea of what you wanted this cookie to look like?
So a lot of these are just the first time me actually doing it, just because I'm just have that talent. This is the first time I made these cookies.
She's like, I'm just that good, folks. I mean, what can I say?
Some people just have talent like that. So it's just like, I'm very good in the kitchen. Now, thinking of business names and making websites, I don't have a freaking clue. But, I can just go in there and whip up a new cookie, and it's good. And it just turns out. So, I think I'm going to change up the coffee cookie a little bit. I'm going to want to do the strudel like on the outside, more in the center, just because I don't like how it physically looked on the outside, but the ingredients are good.
Okay. So you're talking about this one right here. You're talking about taking that cinnamon streusel and maybe spreading it a little to the edges of the cookie.
So how the blueberry muffin one is, how it's like encased on the outside.
Okay.
So having that like around, so it would be more like a chunky cookie more than like the super round cookies.
Gotcha.
So, but these are, but they're absolutely fantastic. But I don't know, it's just one of the, I guess, natural talents that I have. I can whip up. There's so many things, even cooking wise, not even baking. I can just go in and be like, okay, I can make it. So it's just,
you're like, this is
don't
fun.
ask me about business names.
You're like,
no idea.
Let me try this. No problem. Let's say, so how did you come up with the idea? Because when I first got these cookies, I was like, man, I said, is she, and I was trying to think of how she did it. I'm like, did she make a sheet of this and she used a cookie cutter? Because they're so thick, but the sides are very flat, like right on the sides, they're and I'm like, did she use a press? Like, how did she do it? Because I'm like, these are big cookies, and you kept such a great shape to them. And I was like, okay, like, how are you doing this? So then when you were showing me the pictures of how you were doing it, I was like, it's so simple and so efficient. Like, it's such a great idea to be able to keep everything together and to keep everything, all those delicious ingredients packed in one delicious cookie style. So if, they're not cooking everywhere, they're not spreading too far, they're not running into each other. I mean, the way that you came about that is to say you're not a baker, that you're more of a cook and not really a baker. What a great idea. Like, how did you come up with that idea, not only for the size, but how did you come up with the process of, this is how we're going to keep the cookie this thick, this is how we're going to keep its shape? Like, how did that come to fruition? Or was that another thing where you were just like, yeah, I'm just going to use, a little thing, and we're going to do it? How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, if I was going to start selling the cookies and everything, I would want and be able to know how much yield I can get out of it. I need to make sure the cookies are all the same. So I actually weigh out my cookies. So all my cookies pre-baked are 4 ounces.
Wow.
And then I use
that continuity we're talking about.
And then I use 4-inch cookie rings. So sometimes like the coffee cake cookies, they may have been a little bit, like the dough may have been a little bit softer. So it's spread out. So if that ring was not there, it would have just spread out further. So it prevents the cookies from spreading further than I want them to. Yeah, but sometimes if they're a little bit colder, if they've been in the fridge or I've had them in the freezer, then they won't spread as much, but a little bit softer cookie, especially the peanut butter and ones that don't have that chocolate to kind of hold it together, they'll spread. So you can buy cookie rings and it keeps them from spreading.
Yeah, and again, when I think about packaging, so it's like, okay, if you have a box that you want to put 12 cookies in, you need to make sure all those cookies are the same size so they stack properly. The little bags that you put them in and the labels that you have on them, it's like, well, if I have a cookie too small or a cookie too big, it's not going to look right in the bag. If the cookie's too small and the bag's too big, people are going to feel like maybe they got they got the bad end of the stick. If it's too big and it doesn't fit inside that package, then it's going to mess up the just the global idea and the vision of the packaging itself and how efficient it is. And then when you have those questions, it's like, okay, well, if you're not weighing it out, then shipping is different too. It's like if I do 12 cookies, but I don't weigh them out, then I never know what my shipping is going to be, because some may be 4 ounces or 4.5 ounces or 5 ounces or 3.5 ounces. And then it's like, to keep that consistency and to keep that continuity, I think is absolutely vital, because people want to know when I order the blue cookie crumble, or the coffee cookie crumble, this is what I know I'm getting. When I'm ordering that chunky chocolate chip, I know the size that I'm getting. I know what it's going to look like. I know how it's going to be packaged. And your packaging is absolutely fantastic as well. Like, it's really, really cool to be able to see that all come to fruition. I didn't know what I was going to get when I got a dozen cookies. I had no idea. I didn't know that they would come individually wrapped. I didn't know that it would come boxed. I didn't know it would come labeled. I didn't know that it would have all the ingredients on the cookie, just in case, of any allergies. Like, people want to know what's going on. So it's like, if they need to know, it's like, okay, these are the ingredients right here. It tells you everything that's in there, and they're all natural ingredients. There's no crazy preservatives. There's no crazy stuff in there. You're just doing all natural cookies and just knocking them out of the park, man. I mean, it has to feel pretty validating for people to be like, because I know that you and I have been friends for a while, and you've been crushing in the kitchen for a long time. We've talked about many of your recipes that you've made. So it has to be pretty validating to step into the baking world, which apparently you're not a baker, whatever. Apparently. Also knocking out these incredible cookies because of your talent, but you're not a baker. Okay, fine, fantastic. Well done. It has to be pretty validating for people to go, holy smokes, Erikalyn, these are incredible cookies. I would like 40 of them. I would like 50 of them. I want 60 of these cookies. And then already I think we've had almost 30 cookies ordered just for Friday night. Which I imagine that's going to continue to increase, because people, I don't think they truly understand how amazing these cookies are. And I think hopefully the show is going to bring a little more reality to the situation, that not only are these cookies custom made, but the ones that you guys are taking home on Friday night are going to be made in this very kitchen by the very creator, who's right there. She's going to be whipping up these cookies on Friday night. We're doing a live show here at 9:05. We're going to be talking about all 8 cookies. We're going to sit down with Erikalyn. We're going to break them open. We're going to talk about them, the ingredients. We're going to have some great people over here. We're going to have coffee provided by Coffee Shop Aharas and our good friend Christian Basil over the Legend of Traveling TARDIS, bringing some delicious coffees by as well. So it is our very first cookie and coffee night. I think we came up with this idea in one of our Patreon shows maybe 2 months ago when I first found out that you made cookies. And I was like, yo, we have to do a night. We've got to do something like this. So I'm so happy that you are willing to do it, that you're willing to jump in a show with me and feature these cookies. Thank you so much, because I know all the way from Eagle Lake to Orlando, that's not right next door. So thank you very, very much, Erikalyn.
Thank you
for being willing to be a part of the show. Oh yeah, man. Of course, it's the least we can do. Like this is really such a great example of everything that we as our whole KitchenKillaz family try to get behind and support and love and encourage, is this very thing that you're doing. It's literally the epitome of who we are, of what we try to do, of what we try to bring attention to, and as much attention as we can bring, we're going to do our absolute best, to bring it to you, to see if we can just be that little extra bit of rocket fuel, to hopefully lift this thing off and watch it grow. Because I'm excited to talk to you in a year. I'm excited to see where this is in a year. I'm excited to see where the packaging is, what name you came up with, how the website's looking, how it's going, and the fact that you've had to hire 437 people to make all the cookies that you're going to get ordered. So we are coming to time. So you've already put the contact information up in there. We're doing a live show right here on Friday night at 9:05. One final question for you, Erikalyn, and this may be a tough one, and you may not have an answer. I don't know. Of the 8 cookies that you have on your list, these incredible cookies, I could not pick a favorite. If you had to pick one of these cookies, which one is your favorite at the top of just Erikalyn's? I know, everybody order all the cookies. You're all going to have what is Erikalyn's favorite cookie out of these 8 cookies?
So I am very much a chocolate lover. That was why it was hard for me to come up with other non-chocolate cookies, but I know not everyone has the same palate. But I would have to say Nutella is probably my favorite cookie.
Oh, I do love Nutella.
It's just, I love it. The whole classic chocolate chip plus the Nutella, you just can't beat it. So,
yeah. and I like that. I was introduced to Nutella quite some time ago, just a hazelnut spread. I was a Ferrero Rocher fan. It's one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is Ferrero Rocher. So it was like when I found out that they actually had Nutella that was just in a little container, I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. Give me a spoon. That's all I need. I need nothing but just Nutella.
Vanilla animal crackers is the best. That's what I love. Just the plain ones with I could just eat the whole jar.
Oh man. I think me, you, and Sam are about to break out our weight benches. We're gonna bring it back out. Karen did have a question. To answer your question, Karen, yes, they are, but I'm going to bring it up anyway, just in case anybody was not here for that part. Is everything marked well? We have one person with a nut allergy. So, Erikalyn, I'll let you answer this question because I don't want to. I don't have to be the messenger. You're right here.
Yeah. So everything is marked. Everything has an ingredients label, so you'll see exactly what's in it. It's per state law. A lot of people don't follow that. They'll just sell whatever. But everything will be marked, ingredients listed, any allergies or any contamination risk. So.
Nice. Are there any cookies that use or contain any types of nuts or nut oil or anything like that? That if somebody has
just the peanut butter cookies. Gotcha. Just the peanut butter cookies. Yeah. So it would be the double chocolate chip with the Reese's, and then just the regular classic.
The double chocolate
peanut
chip
butter
with the Reese's. You mean this one?
Those, yes.
Oh. Listen, if I could build a little tiny cookie house, I would build a little tiny cookie house right on top of this cookie, and I would go out every morning, and I would mow my cookie lawn, and I would just lay and bask on the cookie goodness that is this double chocolate chip, peanut butter heaven in your mouth and quenching your soul with all delicious recipe ingredients you could possibly think of cookie. I know it's a long name, probably not the best, but what the heck. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So I do want to share a couple things before we go, just because I like looking at these pictures. They make me happy in my soul. So let's check out this one. Yeah, that's the blueberry one, folks. Oh, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Let's do this one. Oh, yeah, little coffee cookie crumble. Get it up in your face. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the s'mores. Give me the s'mores. Oh, it's so good. What is this one? Oh, wait, we got to do it again because it's in order. Sorry. Boom. Yeah, one of my favorites. This is so good. Oh, man. Then this is the chunky chocolate chip. I think this was the OG, right, that you were saying? This was like the number one cookie that you created. And then, of course, we're going to bring in the Blue Cookie Chaos. Absolutely incredible. And then the original one that Erikalyn had sent me, the one that kind of kicked this whole thing off when I saw her post it, I was like, wait a minute, she's selling these? Was this original post, which went over the 4 original recipes, the 4 original cookies, the base pricing. And as I'm looking at this whole thing, I said, man, Erikalyn's really got something here. She's really got something magical. She's really got something special. She cooks with a lot of love, man. And I feel like you genuinely cook with a lot of passion and a lot of love. And I feel like you cook things that you say, I would love to eat this. This would be so fantastic and absolutely delicious. And I'm glad that you're bringing them to fruition. I can't say the same thing for Sam. He's got to work out twice as hard now. He says he has an unhealthy obsession. Which one? What is one? He has an unhealthy obsession with the which one was it? The coffee cake one. Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah,
I got to tell you, and then the Nutella. So the Nutella, I imagine, is Nutella, and is that nut because it's hazelnut, right? Is that what Nutella is? It's a hazelnut spread.
Hazelnut, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we're steering away from the peanut butter, the double chocolate chip, and the Nutella. Those are the 3. Gotcha. Okay. Everything else, everything will be marked well anyway, guys. So when you come and you check it out, you'll see all the ingredients. Everything is marked like she says it has to be. So she's not hiding any ingredients. Everything is right out there. Of course, we want you guys to live long and eat more cookies. So, of course, we're going to let you know what's going to be in there. We don't want anybody to get hurt and not be able to order cookies. We want you to order all the cookies. And again, real quick before we go, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up real fast. That's the best way to get in touch with Erikalyn right there, silentstorm2316@gmail.com. Shoot her a text, send her a Cash App. She'll work with you guys on all your pricing. She has an awesome sample pack as well, which is one of each of the 8 cookies for $26, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, you guys just are not going to beat it. When you talk about how many ounces per cookie, when you look at a Chips Ahoy cookie, you're looking at maybe 1.5 ounces, maybe. You're looking at one of Erikalyn's cookies, you can kill a guy with this thing. It's 4 ounces, man. And it is no joke, and it has to be to have all those ingredients. It really does. So normally this is when I ask, hey, Erikalyn, what do you have coming up? So my final question would be, Are there like festivals or farmer markets in your near future? Are you sticking currently to just the in-home baking, online ordering? Like, where do you see you leaning heavy into the in-house baking, online ordering? Do you see yourself hitting those farmers markets and those festivals to get those cookies in front of people? How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's definitely in my future to, expand out and do those sorts of things. Of course, we live in Florida and it's 12 million degrees outside, so cookies don't fare well in heat. But I do plan on probably more in the fall time, maybe setting up something, at a farmer's market or, one of these festivals that, Winter Haven or somewhere, that just sell, people sell cookies and their crafts and stuff like that. But me and the cookies would melt in July. So.
I hear that. And that's like, when you're thinking about it, I'm thinking, okay, do we keep them in a cooler? Do you keep them? How do you do it? Like, what do you do? Because you're right. Even if you're in the shade in the Florida summer, it's 115 degrees in the shade, and the cookies are going to melt. They're going to break down. So it's like, and that's why I was kind of asking, like, man, how do you even attack that? Given the fact that, pretty much what we're looking at is we're looking at fresh baked ingredients, fantastic stuff, a lot of chocolates, a lot of peanut butters, and they have to maintain that homeostasis, that they have to maintain that temperature just to make sure that everything stays and everything's delicious and every single bite is just as good as the last. The pictures that you sent us, fantastic. The descriptions, the ingredients. I'm super excited to have you here on Friday night, Erikalyn. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for kicking it with us. Thanks for taking some time. Thank you to Sam as well and to your beautiful kids for allowing us to borrow you for a little bit. I know they're all wondering where their cookies are. Relax, guys. They're on the way. We just needed to borrow her for like an hour. It's okay. But,
they get so many cookies. So yeah, they love that I'm making the cookies.
Like Sam said, no cookie left behind. No cookie left behind at all. But we got your contact information, Erikalyn. I'm going to keep going in that KitchenKillaz chat that we have, and we're going to make sure to keep you up to date on all the orders. Again, the end of Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the cutoff date. The cutoff time for your cookies to be delivered and made on Friday night. Erikalyn will be right here in you did it right, in this kitchen right here, whipping up some delicious cookies. We have 8 amazing cookies, 8 incredible recipes, and I'm super, super excited not only to have you here, but to watch this whole thing take off. It's absolutely inspirational. I think everybody's going to fall in love with them. I know I did immediately, and I'm a cookie connoisseur, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on some more. So I'm excited for the new recipes. I had no idea that the catalyst for the 4 new recipes was the fact that we were going to do 8 cookies. And you're like, I guess we need 4 more recipes. Like, I can stretch 1 cookie into an hour. I've been doing this a long time. I can make 1 cookie be interesting for an hour. But 8 cookies? Fantastic. I'm super, super excited. So I will say this. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put this up one more time. This has been a community conversation with the lovely Erikalyn. It has been July 6th, 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a fantastic 4th of July. I hope you check out the World Cup match tonight between the United States and Belgium, happening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you so much for spending some time with us. Guys, we put the community information up there to how to get in touch with Erikalyn, her email, her Cash App, her phone number. She's going to be here Friday night at 9:05. If you're in the Central Florida area, shoot me a message on Facebook. Shoot me an email at kitchenkillaz@gmail.com if you'd like to join us. We would absolutely love to have you. Bring your onesies, bring your pajamas, bring your blankets, bring your stuffed teddy bears. We're putting all the cushions on the floor. We're making it a nice camp out night. Some delicious coffee by Coffee Shop Ahars and our good friend Christian Basil over the Legend of Traveling TARDIS. Some incredible cookies made by the amazing Erikalyn, and I'm really, really excited for the show on Friday night. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Erikalyn, if you want to hang out for a little bit in the green room, as soon as we wrap the show, we'll wrap the show behind the scenes. We'll have a nice conversation about Friday, and you guys stay out of trouble, keep in touch, and by all means, check out the World Cup, as Karen Horowitz-Schwartz says, at 8 p.m. And at Eastern Standard Time, it's on now. 8:13, USA and Belgium. Let's go, baby. I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay out of trouble. Love you.